Hi friends, today I will be taking out one more problem in continuation of final account chapter. This is question number 8 from CHAPS material, page number 85. The following is the schedule of balances as on 31st March 17, extracted from the books of Sri Gavaskar, who carries on business under the same name and style of Messrs. Gavaskar, Vishwanath and Co. at Bombay. We got information of cash in hand. Cash in hand will be taken to balance sheet. Cash at bank, debtors, these three will be taken to balance sheet. Stock on 1st April 2016 is a opening stock. This will be taken to trading account. Furniture and fixtures will be taken to balance sheet asset side. Office equipment will be taken to balance sheet asset side. Building will be taken to balance sheet asset side. Motor car will be taken to balance sheet asset side. Sundry creditors will be taken to balance sheet liability side. Loan from Vishwanath will be taken to balance sheet liability side. I'd like to tell you one thing. Whenever any information of loan taken or investment made, we need to have, definitely there will be some information about rate of interest and date of loan taken or date of investment. But in this case, here we got information on loan from Vishwanath, but what is not given? Date is not given. Is this clear? So here date is not given, rate we need question mark, date question mark. So in this case, rate and date both have not been given. When rate and date have not been given, definitely we will be having the information as an adjustment. And provision for bad debts, I have been telling you, for doing the problem without any difficulty, this can be taken to profit and loss account credit side. And you know that purchases will be taken to trading account debit side. Purchase returns shall be deducted from purchases. Sales will be taken to trading account credit side. Sales returns account will be deducted from sales. Salaries, profit and loss account debit side. Rent for go down, profit and loss account debit side. Interest on loan from Vishwanath, trading account debit side, P&L account debit side, sorry. Rates and taxes, P&L account debit side. Then discount allowed to debtors. Discount allowed to debtors will be taken to profit and loss account debit side. Discount received from creditors will be taken to profit and loss account credit side. Freight on purchases is nothing but transportation charges or carriage charges on goods purchase for bringing the goods from the place of purchase to the place of sale. Okay. So carriage outwards is transportation charges on sales. Drawings deduct from capital. Printing and stationery, profit and loss account debit side. Electricity charges, profit and loss account debit side. Insurance premium, profit and loss account debit side. General office expenses, profit and loss account debit side. Bad debts, profit and loss account debit side. Bank charges, profit and loss account debit side. Motor car expenses, profit and loss account debit side. Capital balance sheet liability side. Okay. Prepare trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st March 2017 and the balance sheet as at that date after making the provision for the following. So he is asking us to prepare trading P&L account for the year ended 31st March 17 and balance sheet as at that date after making provision for the following. Okay. Now depreciation. Building used for business by 5%. I think you know about it. Now, furniture fixtures by 10%. But we are having continuation. One steel table purchased during the year for rupees 14,000 was sold for the same price, but the sale proceeds were wrongly credited to sales account. It means whenever you are buying any asset or whenever you are selling an asset, is a capital item. So the capital item sold has been taken as a revenue. See, what is the normal entry? You should write cash account data or bank account data or two. Cash or bank account data or two. You have to write furniture account. But what is the entry that has been written? The entry that has been written was the written entry cash account data to sales. So it is capital receipt has been taken as a revenue receipt. So what is to be done now? It is to be adjusted. How to adjust? You should deduct from sales. Okay. And also you should deduct from furniture because furniture has been sold. but furniture account has not been deducted. The amount has not been deducted from furniture. Similarly, sales account has been created. It means they have taken wrongly as a sale, as a revenue receipt. So sales account is being overstated. So sales account should be deducted. It means we shall do one thing. We shall deduct from sales. We shall deduct from furniture. And then after deducting from the sales, we need to calculate depreciation at the rate of 10%. Then next, office equipment by 15%. He is saying office equipment depreciation is to be calculated at the rate of 15%. Purchase of a typewriter during the year 40,000 has been wrongly debited to purchase. See, typewriter, computer, fax machine, these all are the things we will be calling as office equipment. Is this clear? So office and swiping machine, they all comes under the category of office equipment. Even computer also can be taken as a office equipment. Or if you want to show computer as a separate item, you can show. Here, office equipment by 15%, comma, purchase of a typewriter. It means that treating typewriter as an office equipment. Okay, so during the year for 40,000 has been wrongly debited to purchases. It means typewriter purchases is a capital expenditure. It is to be added to office equipment, but they have added to which account? Purchase account. Very simple. Instead of adding to office equipment, they have added to purchases. So deduct from purchases and add to office equipment. After adding office equipment, you shall calculate depreciation at the rate of 15%. And then motor car by 20% depreciation. Okay. Then we got value of stock at the close of the year was 4,40,000. The value of stock at the close of the year was 4,40,000. 2 months rent for go down is outstanding. So this closing stock you all are aware, trading account credit side, balance sheet asset side. 2 months rent for go down is outstanding. See here, go down rent you can see, rent of a go down 55,000. Now this 55,000 rent is for how many months? Now tell me. 10 months. This is 10 months rent. So per month means 55,000 by 10. It is 5,500 per month. So what is how many months rent is outstanding? 2 months rent is outstanding. Okay. Then it is to be added to go down rent and again balance sheet liability side. Next, interest on loan from Vishwanath is payable at 12% per annum. This loan was taken on 1/5/2016. So interest on loan at the rate of 12%. I told you rate is missing. No rate has been given. This loan was taken on 1/5/2016. That means you need to calculate loan from 1/5 interest you need to calculate from 1/5/16 to 31st March 17. For how many months you need to calculate, my dear friends? You need to calculate for 11 months at the rate of 12%. Then this is to be compared with interest on loan paid. If still anything is outstanding, that shall be debited to profit and loss account. And reserve for bad debts is to be maintained at 5% on debtors. Sometimes they will be using the word reserve, sometimes they will be using the word provision. I think according to me, reserve is the word which we should use only for appropriation of profit. If there is no profit, you cannot create reserve. I think that is what is the meaning you will be getting. That is why most of the others generally they use the word provision. Provision is the right word. Provision is a charge, reserve is an appropriation. Tell me what is it? Provision is a charge, reserve is an appropriation. But anyhow, whatever has been given in the problem, we will be going by it. But generally, better to have the word provision instead of reserve. So you know that there is no bad debts given an adjustment. So reserve for bad debts, 5% is to be calculated on sundry debtors. And then what happened? That from sundry debtors, whatever you calculate 5% will be debited to profit and loss account as new provision, and old provision will be deducted. Sorry, old provision given in trial balance. Old provision given in trial balance will be credited to profit and loss account. New provision which you are calculating will be debited to profit and loss account, and that new provision is to be deducted from sundry debtors. Okay. Then insurance premium includes 40,000 paid towards proprietor's life insurance policy, and the balance of insurance charges covered the period from 1/4/2016 to 30th June 2017. It means he is saying that the insurance policy whatever the insurance policy you are having, that insurance policy of premium of 40,000 is including life insurance policy. You know that you might have learned in journal entries, life insurance policy of sole proprietor is to be taken as drawings. Life insurance policy of sole proprietor is to be taken as drawings. Therefore, whatever the premium, insurance premium that is being given in trial balance, insurance premium given in trial balance is 55,000. That from 55,000 you shall deduct 40,000. That balance of 15,000 was paid from 1/4/2016 to 30th June 2017. It means it is covering how many months, my dear friends? 15 months. That means you have taken, you have paid premium on insurance premium. You have paid insurance premium relating to business for how many months? 15 months. That means 3 months is prepaid. The 3 months prepaid, you know, shall be deducted from insurance. Okay. So we start doing the problem now. Since I think here, let me explain you the treatment. I think this will be working notes. One, I go by this. So I told you the treatment of working notes number one. Sale of steel table treated as sale. So, and this is only for explanation I am giving. This is for explanation. I think you might have learned this in rectification of errors. Whenever you want to rectify what is correct entry, what is wrong entry, what is rectification entry. These three things you should look into it. So correct entry, when you are selling the office table, the correct entry is cash to furniture. 14,000. Wrong entry. Cash to sales. 14,000. Which is wrong? Sales is wrong. So in accounting, we want to cancel the mistake. Whatever you have created, it should be debited. So the rectification entry is sales account at R2, furniture, $14,000. Okay, so what is to be done now? Here when it comes to treatment, A, because it's double entry, you know, we are having two effects. A, deduct rupees 14,000 from sales, because the rectification sales account has been debited. Generally, sales account shows which balance? Credit balance. By debiting sales account, you are reducing the sales. B, deduct rupees 14,000 also from furniture, because when you are selling furniture, what will happen? Furniture account is to be created. Furniture account shows which balance? Debit balance. When you are creating, furniture account will be deducted. Is this clear? Then working notes number 2. Purchase of typewriter debited to purchases. Okay, now this is for explanation I am giving. Correct entry, I am putting tick. Tick is nothing but correct entry. Into is for wrong entry. R is for rectification. Same thing. Correct entry. When you are buying the typewriter is office equipment, no? Office equipment account data to cash account or bank account, you can write. Wrong entry. They have debited which account? Purchases. And which account was created? Cash. So here, which aspect is wrong? Purchase account is wrong. Am I right? Purchase account is wrong. Therefore, purchase account is to be created. So which account is to be debited now? Office equipment. So the rectification entry is R is rectification. Office equipment that are to which account is to be cancelled? Purchases. Office equipment account that are to purchases account. Now what is the treatment here? Treatment A deduct from purchases where trading account rupees 40,000. B add to office equipment. Am I right? Because instead of adding to office equipment, they have added to purchases. That is why what I am saying, you deduct from purchases, then add to office equipment. Okay. I think you know about the value of closing stock, what is to be done. Now 2 months rent for godown is outstanding. Before that, what I do, in continuation of our discussion, I am showing statement of depreciation on assets and their closing balances. Statement of depreciation on assets and their closing balance. Okay, let me take this first here. I am writing the name of the asset. How many assets we are having? Building, and rate of depreciation is 5%. Okay, then we are having furniture, rate of depreciation is 10%. Then we are having, after furniture, we are having office equipment, rate of depreciation 15%. Then we are having typewriter, so not typewriter, office equipment is included typewriter, sorry. Last one, motor car, sorry. Typewriter is been included in office equipment, no? Motor car, rate of depreciation is how much? 20%. So what I am doing actually, this is what is called as opening or BV means book value. You can see in the trial balance it has been given. If you start with furniture and fixture, building has been given how much? Building has been given as 6 lakhs. Then furniture, if you look at it, 2 lakhs 14,000. And office equipment, if you look at it, 1 lakh 60,000. Then motor car, 2 lakhs. These are the values have been given. What is it I am doing? For this, additions. Additions means new purchases minus sale, assets sold, minus depreciation. Then we will be getting closing book value. Then we'll be getting closing book value. Are you following, all of you? So additions, let us see additions. For building, we don't have any additions. For building, we don't have any sales. Directly, we can calculate depreciation. 6 lakhs into 5%, 30,000. You are getting closing balance of how much? 5,70,000. Furniture, there is no addition, but furniture is including office table, no? One steel table. It has been sold for how much? 14,000. Now, 2 lakh 14 minus 14, 2 lakhs. On 2 lakhs, if you calculate, 10% is coming to how much? 20,000. Is this clear? I think you got this how? 2 lakh 14 minus 14,000. On that, 10% is coming to 20,000. So, 1 lakh 80,000. 1 lakh 18,000. Is this clear to all of you? 1 lakh 80,000. Office equipment. Typewriter purchased for 40,000. Actually, it has been taken as purchases. So what we have done, we have deducted from purchases and we have added to office equipment. Sale, no. So 1 lakh 60 plus 40, 2 lakhs. On 2 lakhs, 15%, it is coming to 30,000. You know, in brackets, if I put it is a depreciation, subtraction. So 2 lakhs minus 30, it is coming to 1 lakh 70,000. Then motor car, no addition, no sales, straight away depreciation. 2 lakhs into 20% coming to 40,000. The advantage of doing this is that it can be directly taken to. Now the closing balances will be directly taken to where? Closing balances will be taken to balance sheet, asset side. Depreciation will be taken to where? Profit and loss account, debit side. You know that depreciation debited to P&L account. And closing balances shown on asset side. I think advantage is that this calculation no need to show again in the balance sheet. Or else if you don't want to show, directly this calculation can be taken to where? Directly depreciation can be taken to P&L account and then remaining things can be taken to balance sheet. So this has been completed. Now, value of stock at the close I have told you. For 2 months rent for godown is outstanding. Next, working notes number, I think 4, that is yes. Working notes number 4, treatment of godown. Treatment of go down rent. Rent paid for that is for how many months? That is for 10 months. How you will be knowing for 10 months? Since he is saying outstanding is for how many months? 2 months. Therefore, rent per month is equal to 55,000 by 10. This is 5,500. And he is saying that outstanding rent of go down is 2 months. That is 5,500 into 2. It is coming to 11,000. You know that outstanding rent added to rent, then outstanding rent shown liabilities side. Shown where? Liabilities side. Okay, second adjustment has been completed. Now if you look at the third one, interest on loan Vishwanath is payable at 12% per annum. This loan was taken on 1/5/2016. So next point, fifth point. Treatment of loan from Vishwanath. Loan from Vishwanath is 3 lakhs. Rate of interest 12%. Am I right? I think it has been given as 12%. And date of loan taken 1/5/16. Therefore, interest on loan to be calculated from 1/5/16 to 31st. The closing books on 31st March. 31st March 17. That is for 11 months. So now, interest on loan charged to P&L account 3 lakhs into 12% into 11/12. I think you'll be getting, you can take the calculator, you can try 3 lakhs into 12% into 11/12 is coming to 33,000 rupees. Then interest paid given in where it has been given trial balance. You can see interest paid is 27,000. So what is outstanding? 6,000. liability side. And 27 plus 6, 33,000 P&L debit. This is balance sheet liability. Okay. The next one. Reserve for bad debts. Reserve for bad debts, you know that, is to be calculated on debtors. What is the amount of debtors we are having? You can see sundry debtors 8 lakhs 60,000. So 8 lakhs 60,000 into 8 lakhs 60,000. What is the percentage? 5 by 100. 8 lakhs 60,000 to 5 by 100. It is coming to 43,000. Now A. This is the provision you want to create in the current year to meet bad debts of next year. P&L account debit side. P&L account debit side. Then P&L account debit side 43,000. Next, that 43,000 is to be deducted from debtors. Deduct 43,000 rupees from debtors. Next, seventh one. Seventh one. Seventh adjustment. Insurance premium. Treatment of insurance premium. Insurance premium paid is 55,000 and premium on LIC of proprietor personal expenses. How much? 40,000. 15,000 is insurance of business. From this is insurance of business. Okay. This is insurance of business. Now, in this prepaid, that is, prepaid is for how many months? We have to calculate. So, 15,000 rupees is for 15 months. How 15 months? I told you from 1st April 16 to, it was paid from 1st April 16 to 30th June 17. So how many months you are getting? 15 months. Therefore, prepaid is for how many months? 3 months. How you are getting prepaid? That is, prepaid is so it is coming to how many? How much? 3,000. 15,000 minus 3,000. So what is the answer? 12,000 debited to 3,000 balance sheet asset. Premium of LIC personal. Deduct from capital. Is this clear to all of you? Treatment of insurance premium paid 55. Premium on LIC of proprietor 40. Insurance of business 15. Out of that 15,000, it is being paid from 1/4/16 to 30th June 17 for 15 months. 15,000 is for 15 months. For 3 months. What is 3 months? 1/4/17 to 30th June 17. Next year 3 months also premium has been paid. So therefore it has been deducted. What is the premium to be debited to profit and loss account is 12,000. Okay. Now we start doing the problem. I think by this time you all are familiar about writing how to write the heading. So directly I am writing trading, comma, profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2017. Okay. Since I have drawn the lines early, if I disturb it, the entire lines will go out. I think you hope you will understand. I am not writing the name of the proprietor. I think you can write it. Then we will be having here particulars, rupees, to opening stock, which has been given as 6,20,000. Then we got the information of purchases. To purchases, inner column 14 lakhs minus typewriter purchase. Wrongly included purchase, no? What is that amount? 40,000. Then purchase returns. I think you can see the problem number 8. I hope you all are having the material with you. 26,000. Okay. So 14 lakhs minus 40 minus 26,000. It is coming to 13 lakhs 34,000. Is this clear? 13 lakh 34,000. Then we got to freight on purchase. To freight on purchase is coming to 12,000 rupees. To freight on purchase 12,000. Then come back to credit side. By sales, it is 23 lakhs. By sales, 23 lakhs. Am I right? So From that, I think this adjustment, furniture sold included, no? So it is to be deducted. What is furniture sold? Included in sales, 14,000. It should be deducted. Then we are also having returns. Returns 42,000. So 23 lakhs minus 14,000 minus 42,000, you'll be getting 22 lakhs 44,000. Then next, closing stock. Closing stock was given 4 lakhs 40,000. Closing stock 4 lakh 40,000 was given in the adjustment. I think we can close this. If you look into it, 26 lakhs 84,000. $26 lakhs 84,000. From that, if you deduct these three, you'll be getting a gross profit of 7 lakhs 18,000. Okay. The gross profit carry down, transfer to P&L account. Since we have been writing trading comma P&L account, we can continue writing this. So here what is that I am writing? By gross profit brought down, seven lakhs 18,000. I think we are having two items on the credit side. You can see trial balance credit side. One is discount received. What is discount received? 16,000. The other one is provision for bad debts, 30,000. Provision for bad debts, 30,000. Now come back to debit side. We start with salaries. What is salaries given? 1 lakh 10,000. Then 2. Rent of go down, been given in trial balance 55,000. We have done only adjustment. Outstanding rent for 2 months, we have calculated 11,000. It is coming to 66,000. About interest on loan also I have explained you. Actually paid is 27,000 plus outstanding interest we have calculated in the working note 6,000. Total interest on loan I think for 11 months is coming to 33,000. Then to rent and taxes 21,000. Next, to discount allowed 24,000. Discount allowed 24,000. Next, to carriage outward. To carriage outward, we are having 20,000. Then, to printing and stationery, to printing and stationery, 18,000. Next, to electricity charges, coming to 22,000 rupees. Then, to insurance premium, I have already explained you. Insurance premium per annum, it is 12,000. I told you already the working notes we have done. Am I right? That 15,000 after deducting personal drawings of 40,000, 15,000 you are getting out of 15,000 is for 15 months. For 12 months it is how much? 12,000. Insurance premium. Then we are having general office expenses. To general office expenses, 30,000. Then we got bad debts. What is bad debts? 20,000. And we have also calculated PBD, you know. To provision for bad debts, we have calculated provision for bad debts on 8,60,000 at 5% is coming 43,000. I told you it should be debited to P&L account. Second effect is it is to be deducted from sundry debtors. Then we are having bank charges. So bank charges is how much? 16,000. Then to motor car expenses. To motor car expenses coming to 36,000 rupees. To motor car expenses 36,000 rupees. Is this clear? Then we can go for to depreciation. To depreciation on building we have already calculated. Depreciation on building we have calculated. On furniture we have calculated. On office equipment we have calculated. On motor car also we have calculated. Let us quickly see the values here. $30, $20, $30, $40. 30, 20, 30, 40. This is working notes. If you want, you can remember the number, you can write. So then we can go for the ascertainment of profit. If you look at totally 7 lakhs 18 plus 16 plus 30, I think it is coming to 7 lakhs 64,000. Net profit carry down. Transfer to capital account. You will be getting around 1 lakh. I've calculated already. So it has to be 1 lakh 73,000. If you want, you can cross check. Then we can go for balance sheet, asset, 31st March 17, liabilities, okay. Now we can start with first capital. What is the capital that was given in the problem? 16 lakhs 20,000. 16 lakhs 20,000. Add net profit. 1 lakh 73,000. Minus drawings given in trial balance. Drawings given in trial balance is 1 lakh 20,000. Then LIC premium of proprietor. Is drawings, no? It is around 40,000. So net profit is to be added and drawings and LIC is to be subtracted. I think by doing so you'll be getting 16 lakhs 33,000. Okay. Then we are having sundry creditors 4 lakhs 30,000. You can see the trial balance credit side. Then we got loan from Vishwanath. Is a long-term liability. Loan from Vishwanath is 3 lakhs. Here also you have calculated working notes. Outstanding interest on loan is 6,000. Outstanding interest on loan 6,000. And we are also having outstanding. O by S means outstanding. Outstanding rent for godown. Outstanding rent for godown is 11,000. Okay. Then come back to asset side. Asset side we shall start with fixed assets. Furniture we have already done working notes. No, directly I am writing working notes. Furniture working notes, we got, you remember, you can see the values furniture. This is building, I think they have started. Furniture is how much? 1,80,000. Furniture 1,80,000. Okay. After furniture, you can do office equipment. This calculation also you have done already. Office equipment, after doing all the adjustments, 1,70,000. After office equipment, we are having buildings. Building, I think we have calculated on 6 lakhs at the rate of 5%. After that, it is coming to 1 lakh, sorry, 5 lakhs 70,000. 5 lakhs 70,000. Then let us look at the motor car. Motor car after depreciation. One lakh 60,000. Sundry debtors. PBD, we have already calculated. 43,000, I told you. PBD to be deducted from sundry debtors. So 8 lakh 60 minus 43, 8 lakhs 17,000. After sundry debtors, next item we are having is prepaid closing stock. Let us take. Closing stock is to be, next page, 4 lakhs 40,000. Closing stock 4 lakh 40,000. Next, prepaid insurance we have calculated. It is 3,000. Then cash at bank. You can take, what is cash at bank? Cash in hand is coming to 14,000. 1,4. Cash in hand 14,000. Okay. Now we can see the totals of this. 1,80,000 plus 1,70,000 plus 5,70,000 plus 1,60,000 plus 8,17,000 plus 4,40,000 plus 3,000 plus 26,000 plus 14,000. It is coming to 23 lakhs. $23,80,000. The same has to be total on the asset side also. I told you, from assets if we can deduct liabilities, if we get zero, the balance sheet will tally. 16 lakhs, 33,000 minus 4,30,000 minus 3 lakhs minus 6,000 minus 11,000, we are getting 0. So what is the answer? 23 lakhs 80,000. Is this clear to all of you? Now we can move on to the next problem. I hope the problem is clear to you, all of you. I have explained detailed way adjustments, etc. You can keep on practicing it. Okay. Now, this question number 5 is about where, let me give you a brief note on this. Opening balance sheet given. Point number 1. Current year profit, that is year ending, given without adjusting two items. So therefore, we need to prepare P&L adjustment. You learned about P&L adjustment in rectification of errors to find out corrected profit, or it is also called as revised profit. Okay, the features of this problem. Then closing current assets and current liabilities given. Next, therefore, to prepare closing balance sheet, capital to be taken from opening balance sheet. With necessary adjustments. Opening balance sheet given, current year profit, that is year ending given, without adjusting two items. We need to prepare P&L adjustment to find out corrected profit. Closing current assets and current liabilities given. Therefore, to prepare closing balance sheet, capital fixed assets to be taken from opening balance sheet with necessary adjustment. So this problem came in the examination of November 19. Opening balance sheet given. Opening balance sheet given, current year profit is given. That means You have to prepare closing balance sheet. Actually, if you look at the question, closing balance sheet, you need to prepare. That you will be knowing that here. The problem is that drop is balance sheet at the end of the year. So what I am telling you, this is the opening balance sheet 1st January 17. During the year 2017, his profit and loss account revealed a net profit. That means current year profit has been given after allowing the following means interest on capital is this is debited to P&L account. Only one aspect has been completed. Depreciation debited to P&L account. Provision for doubtful debts debited to P&L account. So the other aspect omitted. This is omitted means to be adjusted to closing balance sheet. Interest on capital add to capital, second effect. Then depreciation deduct from concerned asset, second effect. Provision for doubtful debts deduct from sundry debtor. So we are having three adjustments. Interest on capital, treatment. Add to capital in where? Closing balance sheet. Okay. Depreciation. Deduct from fixed assets in closing balance sheet. Then provision for doubtful debts deduct from debtors in closing balance sheet. That means these three adjustments are debited. Now second aspect. These all are second aspect. In double entry two aspects, no? Second aspect you have to adjust in where? Closing balance sheet. These all are first aspects. First aspect debited to P&L account. Outstanding expenses totaling. Outstanding expenses totaling, I have told you already. This is to be taken to P&L adjustment. And closing balance sheet. Why? Because they have prepared P&L account but forgotten to provide outstanding expenses. Prepaid insurance also they have forgotten to provide in P&L account. So therefore, these two are having impact in P&L adjustment and closing balance sheet. I told you to prepare closing balance sheet. Generally, plant and machinery, this is opening balance. OB means opening balance. This is opening balance. This is opening balance. This is opening balance. This is opening balance. So these three are not to be considered for closing balance sheet. Which one? Trade receivable, cash at bank. Similarly here, these two are not considered. These two are not considered. These two, trade payable, opening balance. So these two are not considered for closing balance sheet. Capital, opening balance. Taken to where? Closing balance sheet. Okay, now you can see that is why the expense has been given like this. is current assets and liability. Inventory, you can see the rate. So this is closing inventory, closing trade receivable, closing cash at bank, closing trade payable, and this is drawings. It means, now tell me, current assets, current liabilities will be taken at closing balance. Fixed assets can be taken, capital can be taken at opening balance. After doing the adjustment, they will become closing balances. It's a very interesting, peculiar problem. Opening balance sheet was given, source, profit has been given, but closing balance sheet has not been provided. But at the same time, the profit is also, which they have calculated, is wrong. So they are asking us to rectify the uh, mistakes by preparing P&L adjustment to find out revised profit or corrected profit. Then they are also asking us to go for closing balance sheet. These three single aspect has been covered. That is a second aspect in balance sheet. For these two, we need to have two aspects. Here one aspect debited to P&L account. Here both the aspects have been, two aspects omitted. Two aspects have been omitted. Okay, so shall we start doing the problem now? So first, working notes. Profit and loss adjustment account. By profit brought down. What is the profit brought down given? 15 lakhs 30,000. Okay, I'll do one thing. Before I go to P&L adjustment, let me even give you the entries. Actually, not required. Suddenly I got a thought. I think you'll be better connected. Maybe useful for rectification of errors also. What are those two errors? Outstanding expense totaling 1 lakh, prepaid insurance to extent 20,000 not provided. So here, treatment of outstanding expenses. And mind you, post P&L account. Therefore, errors covering shall be rectified shall be P&L adjustment account. This you have learned in rectification of errors chapter. So what are those errors? Not provided entry. This is before preparation of before preparation of final accounts. What is entry for outstanding expenses? Expense account that are to outstanding expense. But now this is the entry we will be doing after preparation of P&L account. Then you learned in rectification of errors the nominal account. This is nominal account. No? This shall be replaced with which account? P&L adjustment account that are to outstanding expense. This outstanding expense will be taken to where? Closing balance sheet. Second one. Second adjustment. This problem is there in my dear friends. I forgot to tell you page number 83. 83 second adjustment is prepaid insurance not provided. It's a total omission. Same heading like the previous one. Before preparation of final accounts, entry, you all are aware. Prepaid insurance prepaid insurance account at auto insurance. Now this insurance is a nominal account. When this is the entry for, shall I use the word stage 2? Stage 2 is rectification of errors before preparation of trial balance. Stage 3 rectification of errors after stage 2 after preparation of trial balance before preparation of final accounts. Stage 3 after preparation of final accounts. So this prepaid expense is a personal account. Insurance is a nominal account. So this shall be replaced with P&L adjustment. The rectification entry is prepaid This is clear? Prepaid insurance to P&L adjustment. Because insurance nominal account, this shall be replaced with profit and loss adjustment account. Simple words, when you don't provide outstanding expense, your profit will be more. Insurance for next year, when you debit, your profit will be less. So for that purpose, we are preparing which account, my dear friends? P&L adjustment account I am preparing. So this is for revised profit. First you write the profit given by profit brought down 15,30,000 and you have written the entry here already. Prepaid insurance to P&L adjustment. In P&L adjustment by prepaid insurance. What is prepaid insurance? 20,000. Then here P&L adjustment account at R2 P&L adjustment account at R2. Outstanding expenses. So in P&L adjustment, we will be writing outstanding expenses. What is outstanding expenses in P&L adjustment account? We got 1,80,000. Now you can find out the corrected profit. $15 lakhs. 15,50,000 minus 1,80,000. You are getting correct answer of 13,70,000. To profit, this is called as corrected profit or revised profit. Then we can go for, he's asking us to go for balance sheet. Which balance sheet is asking? Balance sheet of Thapar. Balance sheet of Thapar as it 31st March, I think 31st December, sorry. 31st December 2017. I told you here, of course you know the format of it. Liability side, let me start with capital. What is capital given in the opening balance sheet? 50 lakhs. And you should take the corrected profit, 13 lakhs 70. So before that, what I do, it's for you to easily remember, I'm adding interest on capital. Interest on capital can be added to capital. Interest on capital 6%. So 50 lakhs into, 50 lakhs into 6%. It is 3 lakhs. Then net profit, corrected net profit through P&L adjustment. 13 lakhs 70,000. Is this clear? It is coming to 13 lakhs 70,000. And we are also having some drawings. Given in the problem. What is drawings given in the problem here? Six lakhs. Okay. So therefore it is coming to 50 lakhs plus 50 lakhs plus 3 lakhs minus 6 lakhs. It is coming to 60 lakhs 70,000. Is this clear? Then in the opening balance sheet we are having expenses payable. Generally, whenever expenses payable of opening balance sheet is given, we should assume that last year outstanding expense has been paid in the current year. Only you should look at outstanding expenses of current year. It has been given. Outstanding expenses payable is how much? 1 lakh 80,000. Then we need to take the trade payable. Trade payable is 11 lakhs 40,000. Trade payable is 11 lakhs 40,000. Okay. So these are the items you are having on the asset side. Then we move on to liability side. Sorry, we move on to asset side now. Asset side, I told you, you pick up fixed assets from opening balance sheet. Plant and machinery, 30 lakhs, and on that you have calculated depreciation at the rate of 10%. And this depreciation has already been debited to which account? Profit and loss account. It is coming to it is coming to 27 lakhs. Then furniture and fittings. Furniture and fittings given how much in the opening balance sheet? 3 lakhs. Minus depreciation at the rate of 5%. 3 lakhs into 5%, 15,000 is coming to 2 lakhs 85,000. Then you should select the current assets. In current assets, I told you trade receivable. Okay, and then that's it. Trade receivable, we got PBT, no? That we shall calculate. So coming back to this, trade receivable is nothing but sunny debtors. Trade receivable, you should take the closing balance. What is closing balance? 20 lakhs. On that, we have to calculate PBD at the rate of 5%. Provision for doubtful debts at the rate of 5%. Provision for doubtful debts at the rate of 5% means it is coming to 1 lakh. $19 lakhs. Is this clear? This is about trade receivable. Then we shall go for inventories. Inventories also has been given in the problem. What is inventories? 14 lakhs 50,000. Inventories 14 lakhs 50,000. Then after that we are having cash prepaid insurance is there, no given in adjustment. First effect we are debited to P&L account. Similarly, outstanding expense first effect we are debited to P&L account. Second effect balance sheet. Prepaid insurance we have created to P&L adjustment. Second effect balance sheet asset side. Prepaid insurance 20,000. Then next, after inventory etc., trade receivable we are having cash at bank. Cash at bank 10 lakhs 35,000. 10 lakh 35,000. Is this clear to all of you? Now we can go for balance sheet. So what are the things we shall take to closing balance sheet etc. I have explained. Let us cross check. 27 lakhs plus 285 19 lakhs. Inventory 14 lakh 50,000. 20,000. 10,35,000. If you go for it, you will be getting 73 lakhs 90,000 is the total. $73 lakhs 90,000. Now you can deduct all liabilities items. Finally, you should get 0. So tally. It is coming to 17 lakhs 73 lakhs 90,000. Following all of you? I think these two problems will give you why this problem has been given. Everything I have given you as an explanation. Okay. I hope you got clarity on this. We'll meet in the next class. Maybe with this I have completed the final accounts of sole proprietary concern. Next, in the next class, we'll be completing final accounts of manufacturing entities. Because for final accounts of manufacturing entities, only you need to prepare manufacturing account in addition to trading, P&L account and balance sheet. That is why manufacturing account generally they will be asking you to prepare only, my dear friends, profit and manufacturing account. No need to prepare trading, P&L account. Even if they are asking format, you know, generally they will be giving you, asking you to prepare manufacturing account, right? With this, I am concluding today's class. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Okay. Good luck.